Good morning, welcome back to another video, and today is another day of the PDSA fundraiser. Now just stick around and enjoy the video. Okay, so today we are going to be going over a nice little farm from Nazjatar. Now this one is one of the ones that went down in value quite a while ago, and I thought it would be a nice way to actually just go ahead and revisit this different type of farm. And it was one of those ones that everyone was doing at the time, and now Nazjatar is completely abandoned. I literally saw like no one doing this, like at all. So this was really interesting to see that Nazjatar is like completely gone. But what I actually did was I hopped on my druid and we started doing a multi-farm throughout the entire zone. Now, this is my particular route, which is the green one, which is actually inside of WorthIt. And I find that this one is really easy to do if I want to actually farm up multiple things like Xenanthid and also Osmanite ore. Now, I do find that this is a great farm in order to do, and to be honest, I saw the prices going back up because if you remember, before SL's release, Xenanthid and Osmanite ore was completely destroyed in value because there was just so many people farming it. There was different types of things that were affecting the price, and overall it just wasn't worth that much by the end of the X pack. Now, looking at this, if you even go into WorthIt and just go into herbs, you can actually see that Xenanthid is still at like a 14,000 gold per hour. And that's better than what it was. It's like had a it's had around about a 5,000 gold uptick since I last checked before SL, and that is really good. 5,000 extra gold per hour is quite substantial, but that's not the gold per hour we're looking at. What we're looking at is how much I got for this particular farm, and what we actually can look at. Yes, I actually cleaned up my entire WorthIt, my farms, did Nazjatar. And what we actually received was 20,000 gold per hour for this particular farm, and the overall sell rate was 0.17. So that's really good for materials. I can't really complain at all. We actually obtained, even if we open up our bags, was 135 Osmanite ore and 690 Xenanthid. Now you're probably wondering why I don't have much Osmanite ore for this particular farm, and that is because if you actually go into here, my Osmanite ore is still at rank 1. That is because when I wanted to actually start leveling it up in BFA, for the obvious reason of the prices were just so low, it just wasn't worth ranking it up at all. So what I did was I just stuck with that right there, and I was just like, alright, I'll just leave it. With a low rank, I was able to pull in a nice chunk. Obviously, if you do have like rank 2 or rank 3, you're going to get more. I'm going to have to sort that out now because that's going to bug me all day. But overall, that is the thing. At least rank 2 is good enough for you, and you'll get more Osmanite ore. Now, for obvious reasons, my Xenanthid is rank 3, so I can't really complain right there. I definitely got quite a bit of Xenanthid, and that is where the majority of the gold for this farm came from. And that was by doing the green route on the screen as we see right now. So, what did I actually think of this farm? Well, there's less people actually coming to Nazjatar now, due to the fact that everyone's doing SL stuff. The actual herbs and ore actually sell really well still. That due to the fact that it is the previous X pack, and people still will use that to actually craft like different types of inks, prospecting, all that stuff. The mats are still in use, is what I'm trying to get across. And overall, it's pretty damn sizable in the grand scheme of things. I'm very happy on the way things are going thus far, and I think this will actually persist into the future as well. So overall, this is a great farm, and now we've actually revisited it after SL's release, so definitely something you may want to reconsider double checking. Now, obviously, if you wanted to double check it before you even did the farm, you can always import my WorthIt export, which is in the link in the description down below. And if you want the routes, then all you have to do is go into WorthIt and then just go into ore. So go down to farms, go to mining, and then find Osmanite ore, and then just import the route, which should be on the right hand side for you right there. providing you have the Roots add-on with WorthIt. Now, aside from all of that, that is basically the farm for the day. I'm very happy with the amount of gold's worth we actually managed to pull in. So that being the case, let's go into the gold for the day. Now, the gold for the day is not awfully that much. It's 13,365 gold. Of course, we sold a lot of our high ticket items now, so the gold's going to start getting quite slower. And Aetherial, we sold 259 of that for 1,825 gold. We also sold some more Aetherial for 401 of those for 2,826 gold. Fjarnskagel, 410 of that for 3,084 gold. Aetherial once again, 141 of that for 1,071 gold. And then more Aetherial again, that's 200 of that for 1,520 gold. Something's telling me that Aetherial is probably something I may want to farm, so we can double check that on WorthIt. So we can actually just go down, and no, it's around about 8,000 gold per hour on my server, so I'm not going to bother doing it. So overall, if we have a look at this, we actually sold a Sun Reaver Micro Sentry for 1,425 gold. So I'm really happy with that right there. This is definitely something I really am quite happy with, because that is just like a byproduct of doing the Tome of the Lost Legion farm. Overall, it just works out really well in the grand scheme of things. So very happy with that right there. It's just a random drop you get from the construct that's going crazy. Haywire construct from the Isle of Thunder, where you do the Seal Tome of Lost Legion farm. By the way, don't actively go and farm this if you aren't a warlock, because it's for, you're better off just farming something else. This is just like something you get randomly with it. So 13,365 gold. Really bad day today for sales, but overall not going to lose sleep over it in the grand scheme of things. And looking at it right now, we've definitely got a nice chunk of stuff, so we just need to bung that on the auction house and then sell those on. So bing bang bush. And currently we have around about 1,000 and currently on the auction house we have around about 1,628,000 gold's worth of stuff on the auction house. 112 auctions, and that is because I resent over all of my transmog in which I wanted to resell on the auction house. Now this is, but before that it was around about 600,000 gold's worth of my standard stuff that we had beforehand, so we've just added a load more stuff onto that. It's just like 1 million gold's worth of transmog, because I've noticed that the prices have started to go back up again. So I was like, okay, we'll sift through them and then we'll resell. So yeah, that's kind of why some things are like worth like stupid amounts of gold and all that stuff. Like the Blade of Hannah we got like last year and it hasn't sold as of yet, and that is mainly because a couple of reasons. I didn't actually repost as much as I should have, and also I actually kept this sidebarred before SL as the price dropped for it really dramatically. So now the price is balanced back out again. I'm quite happy with that, and I'm just gonna start reselling all of that stuff right there. So I went through all of my transmog and we started doing that, and then I disenchanted any of the stuff that I didn't want, so I could at least get something from that. Aside from that, coming along with the project, I did spend another 100,000 gold yesterday, definitely. So pretty happy with that right there. For obvious reasons, that is something I'm going to be working on in the future. But overall, we're doing not too bad when it comes towards just daily gold and all that stuff. Like, you wouldn't have like this massive drop in value. It would have started to go up again, up and up and up. But that's due to the fact that I'm just dumping a load of gold into a little thing. So just bear that one in mind in the grand scheme of things. So other than that, guys, that is pretty much everything for today for the PDSA fundraiser. If you want to actually donate, then the link is in the description down below. We're actually doing really well at this moment in time for the actual donations, so thank you very much everyone who's actually dropping in and doing all that stuff. And other than that, guys, have a wonderful rest of the day, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow. If you want to support the channel and help make the channel even better, then why not check out the Patreon? Members get additional info, gold making resources, and Patreon specific content. The link is located in the description down below. Thank you and have an awesome day.